Expecting we kill the lines, the most entrancing star I recognize is the star that could be astounding in our sky. It is this one bug crush or scarab press. It's a red beast star, and on the distant likelihood that you put it where the sun is, it would connect with a circle of Jupiter. It's tremendous, extraordinarily unconventional, and going to explode. It's not all things considered as clear as it emits an impression of being in the universe. These spectacular occasions, like the most horrendously colossal starbursts, could shake all that we see and don't see significantly. At any rate, Betelgeuse has been seen as a sign, a red, exceptionally giant star that is commonly more enormous than our sun. Brian Cox and other space specialists figure it could go supernova at any time. People are generally frightened of what will happen since the James Webb Space Telescope is taking unprecedented photographs of the star. When exactly will Betelgeuse become a supernova? And how gigantic of an effect will it have on Earth? How about we sort it out? The star in the constellation Orion sparkles so brightly that even people from thousands of years ago noticed it. The conspicuous star Betelgeuse is situated on the eastern shoulder of the constellation. Betelgeuse is the second largest star in the constellation, and its name comes from this placement, the giant's shoulder. It is perhaps one of the most stunning stars in the night sky. On top of being especially bright, the star is an odd shade of red, which, as we will see, suggests trouble. We've known about Betelgeuse for a long time. A Greek astronomer named Ptolemy also considered it. Around that time, the primary thing people noticed about stars was their color. Ptolemy said that Betelgeuse was a reddish-orange star. Scientists have been focusing on this star much more closely lately and now have a fair understanding of what makes it so exceptionally bright. One of its unique properties is that the star's brightness changes a lot. With an apparent magnitude of 0.6, Betelgeuse is classified as a variable star, which means its brightness changes over time. However, recently, experts have discovered new information about the star. In 2019, scientists noticed that Betelgeuse was behaving strangely. The star didn't stop shining, but it became significantly less bright, with a magnitude of around 1.6. Researchers quickly began investigating the reason why the 10th brightest star in the sky was dimming in such an unusual way. After their analysis, scientists made a startling statement: Betelgeuse could go supernova at any moment. Brian Cox, a prominent physicist and professor at the University of Manchester, offered this alarming explanation. He is renowned for his work in particle physics and cosmology and is a trusted voice in the scientific community. Brian Cox said that Betelgeuse is like a ticking time bomb that could explode without warning. Adding to this situation, the James Webb Space Telescope has provided massive amounts of evidence to back up this claim. But what strange signs has Betelgeuse exhibited to cause such concern? Recent observations have revealed that Betelgeuse is a prime candidate for a supernova. However, researchers are still uncertain when it will explode. One reason for this is its immense size. Betelgeuse is approximately 20 times the mass of the Sun, which is a prerequisite for a star to become a supernova. Things get even more interesting as scientists have used various instruments, like the James Webb Space Telescope and the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, LIGO, to study the space around Betelgeuse. What they've found is still unclear. Betelgeuse was born around 10 million years ago, a surprisingly short time for a star. Recently, the star has exhibited strange behavior that makes its future uncertain. Scientists have observed peculiar light waves emanating from Betelgeuse, which is highly unusual. However, that's not the only thing researchers noticed. Betelgeuse is known as a star whose brightness changes periodically. It was said to dim at regular intervals and had dark spots, much like our Sun. However, this pattern has recently changed. Its brightness now fluctuates twice as fast as it used to, which is another strange sign. Researchers have noted that Betelgeuse's dimming cycle hit an exceptionally low brightness of 1.61 magnitude in February 2021, shortly after the Great Dimming Event of 2019. The 2019 dimming event, known as the Great Dimming, marked the beginning of Betelgeuse's unusual behavior and caused many to worry that the star was nearing the end of its life. The dimming magnitude ranged from 1.2 between 2019 and 2020, with the most extreme level ever recorded in late 2019. Experts are confident that Betelgeuse could go supernova within the next 100,000 years due to this dramatic dimming. There is clearly a process occurring in the universe that makes this situation extraordinary. However, researchers had to reassess their views when Betelgeuse brightened again. After the incredible dimming, likewise changing into something generally more striking, astrophysicist Andrea Dupree at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics says that the star is now 150% more brilliant than expected, making it the seventh brightest star. Over this, experts were alarmed when they saw a red glow in the southern part of the globe. Today, it gets even more intriguing because this has prompted various investigations about what caused the great dimming. First, it's essential to note that not all stars have the red glow of Betelgeuse. The red glow of Betelgeuse signifies that it is a red supergiant star, which is the last stage of a star's life before its death. The red shine, on the other hand, is caused by a surface temperature of around 3,500 Kelvin, which is significantly cooler than the outer layer of the Sun, which is 5,500 Kelvin. Since Betelgeuse is cooler than our Sun, it emits less energy per unit of surface area despite being more massive and on the brink of exploding. Now we need to analyze what the Great Dimming means. Brian Cox asks, does it imply that Betelgeuse will go supernova? Actually, the fact that Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star already indicates that it is near the end of its life. A dying star will also typically fade over time, which is something that experts concluded. However, Betelgeuse's recent peculiar behavior has made scientists even more concerned. Furthermore, many telescopes are now focusing on the Great Dimming. Things get even more fascinating because experts still don't fully understand Betelgeuse. Researchers are now using state-of-the-art instruments to study the strange phenomena occurring around the star. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, has been one of the best tools scientists have used. Since 2021, the JWST has been in space and has helped researchers gather critical data about Betelgeuse. New photos of Betelgeuse's dimming taken by this telescope reveal that the event caused a surface mass ejection. Based on new research, we now know that this mass ejection was around 400 billion times greater than a typical coronal mass ejection from the Sun. The JWST can also observe things invisible to the naked eye, like light waves and frequencies. As a result, scientists are excited about what else the telescope will uncover. Researchers have observed dust clouds forming on the star's surface that seem to resemble leaves floating in space. This peculiar observation adds to the mystery of Betelgeuse's behavior. Scientists are still closely monitoring the star since they don't know exactly when it will go supernova. They believe that Betelgeuse is generally much more massive than the Sun and expect the bright red star to shine for the next decade. However, considering the unusual phenomena happening with the star, it's hard to say if this prediction will hold true after the Great Dimming. Experts don't think Betelgeuse will explode anytime soon. If it does, it would be the first supernova observed directly by humans since Johannes Kepler's observation in 1604. Scientists are still hoping this won't happen soon, as they are continuing to study the star's unusual behavior. Despite the fact that Betelgeuse will eventually explode, when exactly this will occur remains a mystery. Looking at the universe as a whole, Betelgeuse stands out as one of the most fascinating and possibly the most extraordinary stars in our sky. Often referred to as Betelgeuse, this red giant star, if placed where the Sun is, would stretch out to Jupiter's orbit. This colossal, unstable star is on the verge of an explosive end. The universe doesn't work in simple terms, and catastrophic events like supernovae can drastically change our understanding. Betelgeuse has shown captivating signs of instability. A red giant star many times the size of our Sun, astronomers, including Brian Cox, believe it could go supernova at any moment. The concern lies in the consequences of such an event, especially since the JWST has captured unsettling images of the star. When exactly will Betelgeuse go supernova, and what impact will it have on Earth? In 2019, after a significant dimming event, Betelgeuse's brightness dropped to an all-time low, causing concern among astronomers. This phenomenon, referred to as the Great Dimming, led many to speculate that the star was nearing the end of its life. Scientists discovered that Betelgeuse is approximately 20 times the mass of our Sun, a critical factor in determining its fate. A star of this size typically undergoes dramatic changes before going supernova. Later observations revealed that Betelgeuse is now 150% more luminous than expected, making it the seventh brightest star in our sky. This sudden increase in brightness has sparked various theories about its behavior. Some experts believe it could be a precursor to the star's impending explosion, while others suggest environmental factors such as dust clouds or surface temperature changes might be influencing its luminosity. The JWST has become an essential tool in this research. With its advanced capabilities, it can detect light wavelengths invisible to the naked eye, providing deeper insights into the star's behavior. For example, the telescope has observed dust clouds forming on Betelgeuse's surface that resemble leaves in space. Despite the star's imminent demise, researchers remain captivated by these findings and eager to learn more. As Betelgeuse continues to display extraordinary behavior, scientists remain on high alert. Although they believe the star will likely remain bright for several years, predicting its ultimate fate is complex. If Betelgeuse goes supernova, it would be the first such event visible to the naked eye since Kepler's observation in 1604. The consequences of a nearby supernova could be immense, potentially affecting Earth's atmosphere and life depending on its distance and energy release.